I'll take questions, whatever questions you have.
I guess after that game against Georgia, I mean, after the way you guys performed, I mean, have you noticed a little bit more bounce in the guy's step as far as like confidence and everything like that?
Well, again, to God be the glory. Our guys, you know, we went down there with really two things in mind. We wanted to play well and wanted to win. So we really weren't thinking about consolation of, hey, you played hard, which we did. We played extremely hard. We competed. You know, that's something that we always want to do. But you know, we wanted to win. So that was our ultimate goal. But I give our guys a lot of credit. You know, if you watch the game, you know, we played very hard and we competed and did a great job on the offensive boards, 19 offensive rebounds, to me, which is an effort stat. You know, that's about effort. We made multiple efforts. I thought defensively, even though they shot the ball, you know, close to 50% overall, I thought we were pretty good defensively. I thought we did a decent job. We held them 63 points, and a lot of that came, not a lot, but we fouled at the end just to shorten the clock. But I thought overall it was a really good effort. We just didn't play quite well enough to win. You know, to be honest with you, and we had a period in the first half offensively where you know, we turned the ball over some. We were on the perimeter a little too much during that stretch, and we just went through a drought. I think it was about a 5-minute drought in the first half. Kind of hurt us.
You had mentioned after the game, change of pace. You were maybe playing too fast in the first half, moved D over to the point. You were able to run more offense. Given that that's not D's natural position, how do you think he played and the team responded to that then?
Oh no, I thought he played like a senior in the second half. I thought, you know, he got his good shots in the offense and he scored the ball, you know, and he kind of took things into his own hands and didn't alienate the team. You know, he did it within the offense. I thought we executed better. We played with better pace on offense, and he was a big part of that. He scored, you know, majority of his points, if not all, in the second half. So I thought he really played like a senior.
Coach, I mean, it's easy for us to say the offense struggled, but is there? I mean, would you put a better finger on it? Was it? I mean, it's easy to say the shooting wasn't good. Was it shot selection or just shots not falling, or how would you describe it?
After watching the film, you know, I thought our turnovers hurt us the most. You know, I think they had 22 points off turnovers. You know, we had 17 turnovers. We had 12 the first half. And not that they led the baskets all the time, but it just, you know, that along with, I think we had a stretch where we shot 7 or 8 jump shots. 3 of them were threes, and we turned the ball over 3 times, and we missed like 3 free throws overall. I think we like 6 for 13. So I can't say it was all shot selection, but I think we just kind of didn't execute. We didn't play out of our offense as much, you know, and I think we just kind of rushed, you know. So, and I give credit to Georgia. You know, they're a good defense team. So, you know, they can make you feel a little uncomfortable because you got to work for everything you get. But when we did run good offense, and we were able to pace the game and play inside out, I thought we, you know, we got better shots. But you know, the second shots were great. I mean, we had over, you know, second chance points. I think we had 20 second chance points. I mean, off of 19 offensive rebounds. So our energy was good, our activity was good. You know, our big guys, somehow we got to be able to get them the ball in positions, better positions where they can score around the basket. Somehow we got to do a better job of that. because they are tending to get the ball off the lane a lot, you know. And, you know, we want to get Austin and Cam and Craig. We want to get them the ball where they can either score or get fouled as much as possible, and try to get them going, especially Austin and especially Austin. We want to try to get him going, get him some easy baskets, get him to the free throw line, just get him going. But I thought he played very hard. I thought Austin, just from watching the film, he was active, he ran the floor, you know, he had 6 offensive rebounds. I mean, we just got to try to get him offensively, try to get him in positions where you know, he can get some easy baskets or two just to get things going.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned that about Austin, because he did so many things, but I know I'm guilty. I look at him as an offensive guy. That's what he does, and he's doing some of those other things besides everything else but scoring. Right?
Yeah, no, he you know, I think we all growing defensively. We're a much better defensive team in terms of our habits and our schemes and our man-to-man. I mean, it's our best defense. To me, right now, is not even close, and they're confident in it. But I think with Austin, you know, he's a guy that we need to score. He's a guy that, for us, he's our best offensive player in our front court, you know, and he's our leading scorer last year, you know. And it's not necessarily how many points he scores. It's just putting him in position where, the best position where he can score or get fouled, and then he's got to attack the basket. You know, I mean, he's got to attack the basket, and if he's not scoring them, he's getting fouled. But I thought he did a good job running the floor and posting in transition. We got to look for him more when he's got 2 feet in the paint. You know, I want us to get the ball with 2 feet in the paint more. You know, guys like himself and Cam, where they can get the ball in deep position and not have to work so hard to get their points away from the basket. So it's a two-edged sword. We got to be conscious of that as our guards and our big guys. They got to do a really good job looking to seal and play big in the paint. So, but yeah, we need to get him going offensively, because you know, he's such a talented offensive player.
You're looking now to get ready to play 4 games in 7 days, and everybody wants to play games rather than practice. But how are you going to approach that?
It's you know, I've been thinking about it. We as a staff, we talked about it. You know, we're gonna have about 7 days without a game, and then all of a sudden, like you said, 4 and 7. So we took yesterday was a travel day. You know, we'll practice today and tomorrow, then we'll take Thursday off, and then we'll practice 3 days and play. And you know, we just, you know, you got to prepare, but you know, you got to play the games. So, and even though we haven't played as much of our depth as we have, that's something we're going to focus on. Is getting, you know, our younger guys, just getting them prepared in practice and for them to be ready to play. And you know, just keep building on what we've done. I think I've been really pleased with our progression defensively. Now now you get upset when there's a breakdown or when they do score, you know, and that's a good thing, because your expectations are higher defensively, and our guys' expectations are higher defensively. So, you know, in our man-to-man. So I think we're growing in the right direction, but you know, we're going to keep working with all our guys and get them ready for next week. But you know, we gotta balance the two between practice and the games. You gotta try to balance it.
How much more important is that depth in a stretch like that?
Oh, it's a big help. You know, it's a really big help. But you know, I'm the kind of guy, you got to win the game in front of you. You know, the next game, you know, you can't coach 2 or 3 games down the line. You gotta coach to win the next game. And for us, it's Austin Peay, and that's the next game. So the other games, they'll take care of themselves. So you deal with those issues, but you try to coach and win the next game, and that's our focus. But we want guys ready to go. So when we call that number, they come out and they're confident and ready to go.
This energy level that you saw, against Georgia, I mean, it's obviously good, but how do you maintain that? How do you make sure that the players maintain that consistently?
You know what? It gets good to you. I believe it. I just think energy and competition is contagious. I think it gets good to you, and you see the results of it. I think it's important that you practice the way you play. I think you got to master that. You got to practice with energy. Everything you do in practice, your drills, your competitive situations, your 5-on-5. You got to practice that way. And they don't have to be long practices. You just got to bring a lot of energy and effort, and you just want to build on it. But we'll watch film, and we'll definitely compliment our guys on the effort and energy they brought. The first 2 games, I couldn't ask for them to play any harder against. We can play better, but I can't ask them to play any harder than we did against Georgia. I thought we played extremely hard and competed at a high level. Now you just got to put the 2 together. You got to be efficient and play with energy and effort. So that's where practices come in and you can work. But it's hard. It's difficult to prepare for a team like Georgia when you got a game on. You only got less than 48 hours and you got to travel. So there might be some slippage because you don't have 2 or 3 days of practice and rehearse. You got to go right into the next game. So for us, we had a really kind of a light practice on Saturday, and we had a shoot around, for our shoot around on Sunday, and then we played the game. So we had to conserve our energy, but in terms of preparation time, it's not like you start the year off with a team like Georgia. We had to prepare for Howard, and then I thought we did a really good job. Our guys, in terms of the game plan with Georgia, just a matter of playing more efficient.
With all these games in just a few days, you talked about playing each game at a time. Will you not put more kids in the rotation or maybe play them more minutes than they normally would have maybe against the Georgia?
Just try to win every game you play. That's me. I can't, I can't save it and say, well, hey, I got to play a lot of guys to get them ready for the next game. You got to win the game in front of you. So I know we can do that and play our depth. But still, for us, our veteran guys, those are the guys that been through the wars, and they got to provide that leadership. And our young guys they got to contribute and fit in where they can get in. Meaning just contribute whenever they get on the court, and they're talented enough. It's just a matter of experience and. Getting them out there with the right combinations. So that's important too. You want to get guys out with the right combinations. You want to give them the best chance to be successful individually and collectively, or collectively and individually. So it's more to it than just randomly subbing. There's a method to it, and you want to make sure that you give your team the best chance to win, and you want to make sure that the 5 guys on the court had the best chance for success, and the individuals you put on had the best chance to play their best. So, but we're conscious of that. We are. But you just got to win the game in front of you, and that's the biggest game. And you deal with the next game the next day.
You good?